Hi Northside Navigators, happy Thursday. Here we are on this beautiful afternoon. So happy to be bringing you another video. Thank you all who have sent me your pictures of your found object color wheel. If you still have some of those objects lying around, we are going to be using a couple of those today to create a piece of artwork. If you do not have them, no big deal. We're going to use our knowledge of shapes and lines to create a composition. Our composition today is going to have some contrast, and we're going to create contrast by digging deeper into our color wheel by learning about complementary colors. So the complementary colors on your color wheel are going to be those opposite of each other. Red and green, purple and yellow, orange and blue. Those are your complementary colors. And also, if you notice, right, there's going to be one primary color and one secondary color to create those complementary colors. You see the complementary colors out in nature. You're going to see a red cardinal, maybe flying and sitting on an evergreen, a holly bush, right? The bright red berries with the green prickly leaves. The sunset, beautiful orange sun going down with a blue sky. Purple and yellow irises there's some purple irises with yellow in the middle. You're also going to see it right on packaging. What happens is people use the complementary colors because it does create this bold contrast to where, right, the name of this product, Banana Boat, Ultra Sport, clinically proven, right, that darker cobalt blue on the orange, it pops out, it gets your attention. Same with on this mascara, right, the use of the super bright yellow with the purple. Sports teams, you got some LSU Tigers with some yellow and purple, LA Lakers, also blue and orange, Denver Broncos. So you see this, and I want you to bring some awareness to complementary colors, maybe in your house, maybe on your dinner plate, maybe your clothes. Maybe you realize that some of your favorite t-shirts have these complementary colors. Also, we will talk about if for some reason you don't have, if you don't have any markers or crayons. If you remember, I still can't find a pack of crayons in my house. So I'm using these markers, and you can easily, though, create our art lesson today. If you have a pencil, we'll be using black and white, or gray from the lead. That will still create contrast, the light and the dark. So let's get started. First, go ahead, get a piece of paper. Remember, complementary colors. Be thinking about which ones speak to you. Are you going to use purple and yellow today? Are you going to use red and green? Or are you going to use blue and orange? So the first thing to do, we got our paper. We're going to pick an object. All right, I'm going to pick the shoe that I had in my wig last class. And I am going to trace it, the outline of it, with my pencil. And actually my pencil needs to be sharpened, so it's not. I'm going to go back over my line one time, and I'll show you my lines are not perfect, and remember, that is A-okay. Scissors were super fun. I'm going to show you one with scissors. If you had your Legos out, red and green. If you don't have any of your objects close by, really, no big deal. Start taking some lines. Okay? You can also just do this one with the marker. You can also just start making a composition with lines crossing, diagonal lines, straight lines. Okay? So start with that. If you don't have an object close by, I'm gonna keep with my shoe. I'm gonna overlap it. I did find out today how to use my phone as a document camera, so hoping on Monday that will be working. All right, I'm gonna overlap. Actually, this time, look, I'm just gonna put the heel of my shoe here. So remember, you're trying to make an interesting composition with the shapes of your object. If you wanted to do two objects, you could do that. And I think I'm gonna do, so here we go. I'm overlapping. I'm gonna add, I think, one more heel down here. All right, so now I have this composition. Does it look balanced is a question I'm asking myself right now. Ultimately, too, what you're doing is you're making your very own coloring sheet. And guess what? Maybe you could make one for everybody who's home now. Maybe make some for friends in the neighborhood. Remember, somehow get it to them. So there we go. I've got a composition. I'm going to start with purple and yellow. And what I'm going to do, so you're going to be alternating, right? We're going to create that contrast. So I'm going to start here with this purple, and I'm going to outline. If you are using markers, remember to use the side of your marker to really fill that in. Okay, I'm going to start filling these in. Taking my time. We've got time. All right, I'm going to switch to some yellow here so you can start to see complementary colors at work. And I'll show you in a minute a video, or not a video, an image. When you use complementary colors in artwork, it starts to create something called an optical illusion, op art. And it's really cool. It's like the art begins to move because of the contrast. And most op art is really simple designs and shapes. And so I'll show you one before we say goodbye. So here we go. Starting to create this composition using a found object, my shoe, and complementary colors. So here's one that I got. It was a little bit further done. And what's cool is, right, you wouldn't necessarily know that this was my shoe. Here's one I did with the scissors, green and red. And I was doing this morning. My favorite coffee shop opened back up for curbside delivery. And so as I drank my coffee this morning, made this one. And look, it started to look like skulls. Yeah, skulls and crossbones. You all know I love those. And then over here, you know, I thought, I want to change this up a little bit and make a pattern of the red, green, red, green, red, green. So again, this is the base, using an object or shapes, using your complementary colors, but then take it, you know, wherever your amazing creative brain goes. You're going to notice I didn't do the background of this one yet. I could take maybe the side of my crayon, add some texture. If you have watercolors at home, you could totally do this with watercolors. When the complementary colors blend, you get some really, really amazing darker colors. Red and green make the most beautiful brown. Same with orange and blue. So you could always experiment with that. You could even layer your crayons a little bit or your markers to see what that would look like. And then, like I said, if you didn't have any objects around and you just wanted to do shapes, stars, diagonal lines, rectangles, half circles, that works too. Here was one also that I did. My Sharpie was running out though. Again, using some scrap paper and a marker. And just overlapping my lines, right? Maybe add a circle in this one, a diamond. Ooh, kind of did a diamond. It's very hard for me to do upside down hearts, so let me do a heart here for my Spread in Love Northside Way. So now I've done some lines and some shapes, and now I can create my pattern filling in, right, my star. So if I leave the background of this one white, this next one's going, oops, let's fix that. This next one's going to be black. Right, so now that's white. The inside of my circle is going to be black. And as you go, I mean, like I was saying, you can always add to create balance in your design. So then this whole one would be black, but maybe I decide I'm going to add some stripes here. Right? You are the artist. You are the amazing artist. Okay. So, complementary colors. The colors that are opposite on the color wheel. Red and green, purple, yellow, blue and orange. You could even do a scavenger hunt through your house now to find where can you find complementary colors in your house. Send me pictures of those. And like I said, I'm going to share the artwork that has already been sent to me tomorrow. And there's my email again. So tomorrow I'll be back, probably in the afternoon again, to let you have some time to email me your artwork. I want to show you one more thing before we say goodbye. So, here we go. Some extensions of this. If you're really into this and making these designs, you could do your name with the complementary colors. I know it looks more red, but it's a red-orange with a blue. So you could write your name in a grid, initials, first name, last name. Also, this one's really cool. You can take a shape or, a heart. And what you would do is when you draw that on your paper, you're going to come back and make lines across. If you have a ruler, trace the ruler. If not, you could always use the side of a book to make a straight line. And hey, straight lines are overrated. So once you do that, then you make your pattern with your complementary colors. So the orange, blue, and then you see here how that part of the heart was in the orange, and that would be blue. And this is where the optical illusion begins. So like here with this black and white, if you stare at them long enough, they start moving. And again, two colors, black and white, creating contrast and simple shapes. These are squares turned into rectangles. Yes, this one's in the shape of this sphere, right? It's an optical illusion that it's coming out to you in 3D, but it's really just created by lines, shapes, color. Amazing. So, I love you all. I miss you all. Again, reach out. Can't wait to see more of your artwork. Again, tomorrow, short video just showing you what's been